Hi, so thank you so much for 200 subscribers. It really means the world to me. I'm so excited that I've passed this milestone. Now I know that 200 subscribers is not exactly a Mr. Beast number of subbies, but hey, you put 200 people in a room, you're gonna need a pretty big room. So what I thought I'd do to celebrate this little milestone is I attempted to do a 200 kilogram deadlift. So it's a 1 rep max. But as you can see here, I didn't quite manage that. It was a case of the weight just simply wouldn't come off the floor and I couldn't lift this heavy. Now, before you think I've done something absolutely reckless, let me just clarify. Previously, I think I managed to do 8 reps or even 9 reps on 160 kilograms. Part of me thought that, yeah, you know what? If you bring the reps right down to 1 rep, then I'd be able to do 200 kilograms. But that wasn't the case. But not to worry, what I'm going to do today is take you through a leg day workout that I did the other day in Pure Gym. So I'll take you through a couple of coaching cues that I did, and later in this video I'll also explain my take on 1 rep maxes, dangers of it, and the reason why I've not actually done them up until now. Let's get started. So after maybe a bit of a foolish attempt to do the 1 rep max with 200 kilograms, I switched. I took 2 10 plates off, which brought the weight down to 180 kilograms, including the barbell. And I think I did 3 reps of this. So making sure I'm driving my feet right through the floor. Feet setup is correct, so the bar is really up close to my shins to make sure I avoid any strain on my lower back. There's a bit of back rounding there, but I think it's just due to the fact that maybe I'm a little bit tall. So yeah, this was this was 3 reps. This is the second set that I did, having a chat with a colleague there, fellow coach. So this way, I think this was the last working set that I did on the deadlift. I did 3 sets in total. Again, the program's going to be at the end. But yeah, using wrist straps to avoid my hands being the limiting factor. I think this was 100, yeah, this is 150 kilograms, and I did 8 reps on this. So again, leg drive and bringing my hips forward as I bring the bar up into full hip extension, chest out, so my body's in a nice straight line in the top part of the movement. And again, yeah, all those blurs are necessary because, as you can see, it's quite a busy gym floor at that time. There was a personal training session going on behind me, and I just simply didn't want to involve anyone else in the video, I guess. Also, another coaching cue I suggest is keeping your upper arm close to your lats. That's going to help engage your back muscles, particularly your lats, and get you ready for the heavy lift. Now, next up on the menu, I did a leg press. So this was 185, 190 kilos. So making sure I get a full range of motion, so my quads are coming right up to my chest. I've been doing this for a while now, so I'm able to do this with correct form, as in my lower back is not rounding and it's not coming off the backrest. If that is the case, I would try and avoid coming all the way down for full range of motion, otherwise you cause a big bit of strain on your lower back. All right, so controlling the movement on the way down, breathing out as I push, as I basically extend my knees, and that's going to help me exert maximal force and controlling my breathing. So bracing your core. Next movement, we've got another quad exercise, but this is a unilateral barbell lunge. So I'm trying to bring my back knee all the way down to the floor, as you can see here. So full range of motion. And from this angle, you can see it's essential that I keep my knee in line with my toe. I'm not caving my knee in because that's going to cause a bit of strain on your knee joint if it's misaligned. And the heel of the front leg is staying firmly on the floor. That's just to help with stability and avoid any wobbling, losing balance, basically. Again, I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I think it was 8 reps I did. This was 70 kilo, but then I also increased the weight up to 72.5. So I managed to progressively overload there. I think my RPE, so rate of perceived exertion, was about 6 or 7 out of 10. I could have gone maybe a bit higher, but I mean, lunges are a bit of a pain, aren't they? Nobody likes them. Anyway, moving on to a bit of isolation exercises now. So we've got I did a single leg hamstring curl. The reason for this was because it's my first time actually doing them, and I feel like when I do them bilaterally, so both legs at the same time, I feel like my right side, so my dominant side, takes over and does a bit more work. So by doing it unilaterally, I'm able to isolate left and right and making sure I put in the same workload for each. All right, so full extension of the knee, as you can see here, controlling the movement, try and go nice and slow on the way down as my knees are extending. And also I'm keeping my hips firmly on the bench kind of rest pad thing, because if my hips come up, then I'm going to be engaging a bit of my lower back. I have done that before, and when my hips come up, I feel it in my lower back, and the reason for that is because I'm probably lifting a bit too heavy. So find a way that you can do at least 10 reps. I try and go 12, maybe even 15 reps, so a bit of a higher rep range. But like I said, the program's going to be at the end. I did 12 reps for this one. Next exercise is the leg extension. So yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone to walk past so I can get a clear shot of this. So between myself and the tripod, it's basically the main walking aisle of the gym. Anyway, so this is a good angle, I guess, trying to get the good angles in. Fully extending the knee joint and controlling the movement nice and slow on the way down, gripping the handles for support, and nice slow descent. I mean, this could be a little bit slower, but yeah, my legs are tired, right, after the leg press and the barbell lunges. I think it was 4 sets I did of this. And the final leg exercise I did was calf raises. So this is a calf press, seated calf press. I attempted to do 15 reps on this one. I did that for the first 2 sets, and then the last 2 sets I simply couldn't get up to 15 because my calves were way too knackered at this point. So yeah, 4 sets on that, and then to finish off I did a bit of core work. So I did a hanging leg raises, or not I did 3 hanging leg raises, making sure that I'm rounding the back slightly so I'm bringing my knees up to chest height, getting a nice full range of motion there, because yeah, if only my legs are doing the movement and my knees are not coming a little bit higher than hips, I'm not really going to feel the contraction building in the abs. So nice and slow on the way down. I think towards the 2nd or 3rd set I had to readjust my grip slightly because my grip strength isn't the best because it was giving way a little bit. So yeah, trying to bring the legs down as slow as I can. As hard as that is, I might feel the burn, but that's going to ensure that I'm really feeling the tension on the abs throughout the exercise. Fighting that through, gritted teeth coming out. This is tough. Fight through it, Matthew. Yeah, okay, cool. And yeah, as you can see here, I've got the workout program written out so you can see what exercises I use, what's involved. No supersets. I don't think I've ever done supersets on leg day. That would be absolutely savage. I only do supersets on my upper body day. I would not suggest them purely because they are highly strenuous, and what it is a 1 rep max. It's simply a test of how much weight you can lift in one sitting or one repetition. Now, often when people do this, there is a little bit of a disregard of form. So form, technique can go out the window because the only thing that's on your mind is simply bringing the weight up and then bringing the weight down. So in the case of a squat, a deadlift, or even a bench press, your form could break down because you have to bring the weight up. So it's really strenuous. It's not something honestly, it's not something you need to be doing unless you're a strong man, strong woman, or an absolute power lifter, because your chances of injury, risk of injury goes through the roof, a lot higher. And for the general population, it's just not needed. Honestly, it's just a bit of an ego boost. So my first attempt at it didn't go well. I think I probably could have done 185, maybe even 190 on a 1 rep max, because as you saw in this video, I did 180 kilograms for 3 reps. I could have done 180 kilograms maybe for 4 reps, but I wanted to save a bit in the tank. So yeah, apologies, I'm waffling on a little bit here. Once more, thank you so much for 200 subscribers, all right? Onwards and upwards, and I'll see you in the next video. Next video might be a Thai one, but if you can speak Thai, then maybe stick around. I'll see you there. Take care.